Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Set, ready, 50, plant. 80 weapon. Fire.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Young on third down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin White in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Barkley unable to get away on the first down run as he'll be stopped for a loss of a couple. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 12, Young gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Steve Young. He's got his man. It's Williams. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A first down carry for Barkley. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. On the ground with a tight end. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
It's 4th down.
Mike.
Hey, Echo.
Watch the screen. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Wide. Get wide.
61. Matchbox lights. Yep.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And an alley to run. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
On the ready.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. To a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Ready, break.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
58 the mic. Bring it. Bring it.
Here's Young. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Going deep here for Landry. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the toss, this is Clinton Portis. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A run with Portis. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a loss of 2, now third down. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But it's going to be second down. Well, with that incompletion, let's tap into the useless facts file, shall we? 3 guys with the last name Allen got the start in Week 9. Josh in Buffalo, Kyle in Carolina, Brandon in Denver. All 3 got the win. And, Charles, that's the first time in league history that 3 QBs sharing the last name won on the same weekend.
How about that? And I think for Brandon out.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. The 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Clinton Portis, 54 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down.
Drop deep, drop deep. 58, boy, 58, 58.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Young. Going to throw again. He's got it to Williams. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Young now. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Young now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Steve Young keeping it himself from a yard out as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Back now in Miami. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Go!
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They come up in a 2 tight end look here. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. He's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation?
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a 1-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And an alley to run. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now, he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa.